All right, let's talk about a $622 billion opportunity that's already reshaping finance as we speak. It's all about quantum computing. And really, the question isn't if it's going to change everything, it's who's going to get there first. Okay, let's dive right in.
So how does this even work? Well, think about a simple coin. Your computer right now, the one on your desk, sees that coin as either heads or tails. It's a 0 or a 1. Simple. But a quantum bit, or a qubit, is like that coin while it's still spinning in the air. It's both heads and tails at the exact same time. And that ability to exist in multiple states at once is what gives it this almost unbelievable power.
And look, don't think for a second this is some far-off, futuristic idea. The biggest names in finance, they are already deep in this race, deploying real, working systems as we speak. This is happening right now.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this new way of computing completely change the game for the world of finance? Let's break it all down.
First things first, we got to understand the core problem. The computers we all use today, as powerful as they seem, have a major blind spot. And it's a weakness that is quietly costing companies billions of dollars.
I love this maze analogy. It makes it so clear. Imagine a classical computer trying to solve a maze. It checks one path at a time. Go left? Nope, dead end. Go back. Try right? Nope, dead end again. It's slow, it's inefficient, and it usually just settles for a good enough solution. But a quantum computer, it explores every single path, all of them, at the exact same time. It uses that spinning coin magic to see all the possibilities at once. It doesn't find a good solution, it finds the absolute single best solution, and it does it almost instantly.
And the thing is, the problems in finance are way, way bigger than any maze. I mean, just take a standard investment portfolio. The number of possible ways you could combine those assets is a number so big it's hard to even wrap your head around. It is literally more than all the stars in the known universe. There's no way a classical computer could ever check them all, not even close.
So what does this actually mean for the bottom line, for the money? Well, by finding that one perfect, optimal portfolio out of all those infinite options, a quantum computer could boost returns by up to 35%. You heard that right. For a $1 trillion fund, that's an extra $35 billion in value. Just think about that. How long do you think it'll be before clients start moving their money to the bank that can deliver that kind of performance?
And you can bet that this kind of potential hasn't gone unnoticed. The race for quantum advantage is on, and believe me, that window of opportunity, it's closing a lot faster than you might think.
Just take a look at who's already making major moves. JPMorgan Chase? They're not just playing around in a lab. They have live production systems running. Goldman Sachs saw a 30 times speed up in their risk analysis. And over in China, Huaxia Bank has already optimized more than 2,000 of its ATMs using this tech. I mean, these aren't just pilot programs anymore. This is real-world stuff happening today.
And this timeline, wow, it just lays it all out. Crystal clear. We are right here at the inflection point. The decisions made now in 2025 are what will build that early, crucial advantage. By 2027, that gap is going to get a lot wider as the early adopters really scale up. But if you wait until 2030, forget about it. Quantum will be mainstream, the advantage will be gone, and you'll just be stuck playing a game of catch-up you can never win.
It really is that simple. The choices your organization makes this year will literally define where you stand in the market just 5 years from now.
All right, so we've talked about the risk of being left in the dust. But now, let's flip the script. Let's talk about the prize, which is easily one of the biggest financial opportunities of our generation.
Let's talk real numbers. You see the investment here. A full 5-year quantum program might run you somewhere between $160 and $320 million. Okay, that sounds like a big number. But now, look at the return. By 2035, we're talking about cumulative returns between $2.5 and $8 billion. The math is just staggering.
And to put that into perspective, think about other big tech projects. Traditional software overhaul might get you 2 or 3 times return on your investment. A huge cloud migration, maybe 4 times if you're lucky. Quantum computing, we're looking at a 5 to 25 times return. It's not even in the same league, it's on a completely different planet.
Just let that sink in. A 5 to 25x return on your investment. And get this, the initial investment pays for itself in just 2 to 3 years. After that, it's pure upside and a competitive advantage that could last for a decade or more. So, okay, understanding the opportunity is one thing, but what do you actually do about it? We have to move from just being aware of this to making it an absolute business imperative. And if that incredible financial upside somehow isn't enough to get your attention, there's a much darker, much more urgent reason to act right now. Security experts have a name for it: harvest now, decrypt later. What it means is that right now, adversaries are stealing huge amounts of encrypted financial data. They can't read it today, but they're collecting it, hoarding it, and just waiting, because they know that in a few years, a quantum computer will be able to crack today's encryption wide open.
So you've got this massive opportunity on one hand, and an existential threat on the other. It really just leaves one question, doesn't it? What's your move? Here's a super clear, 3-step plan you can start on in the next 90 days. First, assign a senior sponsor. Get someone at the C-level, your CTO, CISO, CFO, to own this. This isn't just an IT project, it's a strategic business transformation. Second, you've got a budget for some pilot projects. We're not talking about boiling the ocean here. Start small, build some internal know-how, and prove the value on a few specific problems. And third, and you need to do this immediately, commission a cryptographic audit. You have to get a clear picture of your vulnerabilities now. Find out which of your encrypted assets are at risk from a future quantum attack. Because today's security isn't going to cut it tomorrow. You have to know where you really stand.
So here's the bottom line. The quantum era of finance isn't coming, it's already here. The institutions that get moving now are the ones who are going to attract more capital, serve their customers better, and basically lead the entire industry for the next decade. And those who wait? Well, they're just going to get left behind. So the only question left to ask is, which one will you be?